Hey, what's up, everybody? It's RJ here, and it's been a few weeks since the last video, the last update, and I didn't really have anything in particular planned for a video right now. I've got ideas that I want to work on. I've just had a lot on the go, and so it's been really, I'd say it's been frustrating and hard to try to find, the energy and the drive to make a video when I'm, working for clients, editing videos, and doing a lot of creative work there. It just seems like a lot of my creative juices are going to other projects right now, and it's been tough to put out the videos that I really enjoy doing on a regular basis. So I hope to maybe get back to a little more frequently, or even if not more frequently, at least have the strategy in place for how I'm going to go about accomplishing the videos that I'd like to do, the different topics, particularly around peak performance and flow, as we like to talk about here on the Find Your Flow channel, what we can go into there, because there's all sorts of things, of course. And one of the reasons that I wanted to release this video is because I just finished reading Stephen Kotler's book, The Art of Impossible. I actually have it here with me. The Art of Impossible. Probably a good idea to do an actual book review video on this channel because it is such a key component for peak performance. And Stephen Kotler really leads the way with talking about flow and the research and being kind of that guy at the top that we can all look to for really just decades of experience in the science, and also with collaborating with those who are peak performers and flow junkies at the highest level. And of course, we're always on that journey to find our flow and stay in flow as much as possible. And I think that's what I've been doing a lot, is really just living it out and continuing on my journey, and not necessarily feeling overly compelled to have to share on such a micro level what's going on. But I do want to keep you updated and inspired to continue on your own journeys too, which is where we can piece together more of the flow puzzle with different topics surrounding flow and peak performance. And so that's why I want to release some more videos, particularly things like with The Art of Impossible book review, kind of going into the main topics in the book. Definitely check that book out for yourself if you haven't already. And the other thing was, in reading that book, I've been feeling like I haven't been as creative lately. And that's why I said it's been frustrating not being able to release videos or wanting to release videos. And something that really helped and clicked into place for me yesterday, finishing up reading this book, is in the section on creativity itself, because a lot of people in sort of the world of finding your flow or peak performance, as somebody that's like a driven type A person, kind of starts with a lot of the tools for performing at your very best in place. And over time, as you learn to flow and as you learn to get deeper into, the states of higher performance peak experiences like flow state itself, we start to look for these creative outputs in a lot of ways. And I think part of the reason for that is because these peak experience states and practicing things like mindfulness start to integrate the hemispheres of the brain together more. And then we want, or our creativity just gets unlocked at a higher level because of that. Because creativity exists scattered throughout the entire brain. It's not just, as people thought, with the right brain being creative and the left brain being logical. Maybe the back may have had that backwards, but we know that's not so much the case anymore as the two hemispheres talking amongst one another. And the more that we integrate those hemispheres through things like practicing mindfulness, the more that we are really able to express our creativity. And so the point being, frustration is actually a key to creativity. It's where that rumination and you start to figure out different ideas and how to piece them together really comes into play. And to me, that was quite the relief to actually see or read about that yesterday. And I felt good that I didn't have to, always feel frustrated if I wasn't putting out as much content as frequently as maybe, they say that you should, or somebody else maybe. Of course, we get into the trap of comparison. We all do, even though we try to be our best and mindful to not do that. And I don't think that was overly my concern, but the frustration that I wasn't feeling as creative was definitely the concern. And I feel a little bit better about that now, not going to give myself as much of a hard time. So I hope you can do the same thing. That's really why I wanted to share this video today, was if you feel that you're in some sort of rut and struggling, whether it's creatively, performance-wise, in any sort of way, know that it's totally okay. It's part of the process. And of course, we've all been through a very challenging few months with lockdowns more recently. The whole last year has been super stressful for people. Anxiety's gone through the roof for more people, more populations than ever before. And it's obviously very concerning, and it impacts us. It impacts our energy levels, our stress levels go up. We don't sleep as well. All of that stuff that's important for performing our best falls apart, and we just need to do our best to even maintain those things on a daily basis and not worry about also creating a whole bunch of new stuff or whatever your outlet might be that you're feeling a little bit run down or discouraged about. So that's all I wanted to really say today. I'll work on releasing that Art of Impossible video, because I think that is also something that's very helpful. It's always fun. People like the book review videos. It's something I'm into because learning is so important for flow states. Learning is so important for peak performance. We have to continuously learn in order to level up our skill, to keep going with that skill challenge balance of flow. We have to be able to input in order to output, with learning being a key to that. And books, as Stephen Kotler argues, I would definitely agree, because I love reading books, is the best way to get that information in, because rather than, a blog post or even a video post where somebody's putting in a few days or a few hours effort, and then articles kind of being a couple of months worth of effort, books are like somebody's career. They're 10 or 15 years worth of effort that they've put into them, as far as all they've had to learn and research and revise, and then the writing itself, which often takes 1 to 2 years for something that's actually going to be published legitimately and not just on Amazon. And I'm even poking fun at myself with that, because I've also got the Amazon books that I suppose they serve their purpose, with the 21 Mindset Challenges book is supposed to be straight to the point and only cost $3.99 or whatever, whereas a book like this is a much greater time commitment. It costs a bit more, but the amount you get out of it is also decades worth of somebody's life learning what they've put in. So that's why I like doing the book review videos too. And so the Art of Impossible, I'll try to get out sometime soon, going through the main components of it, but check the book out for yourself if you haven't already read it. And so until next time, Thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks for watching all the old videos. There's tons of great information on flow, the different components, flow triggers already on the channel. So don't hesitate to check out some of the older ones. Until next time, dream on and find your flow.